Good morning, welcome to day 24. We're nearly at the end of our journey. So for today's practice, you will need a block. Any cushion or other alternative is perfectly fine. So let's get into our work. We are going to start in a kneeling position. So pick up your block, turn to the side, and as you turn yourself around, just bring the block between your feet. Allow the knees to open up as wide as they feel comfortable. And you might find that the short or maybe the longer end side of the mat, of the block you can sit on. So let your feet cradle that block and be really, really comfortable. If you do find that you need a couple of blocks or a couple of cushions, that's fine too. Make sure your knees are feeling comfortable. Shoulder settles down, sit bones anchored, nice and long spine. And we let our eyes come to a gentle close. You may keep your hands resting on your thighs, or you may draw them together at your heart. Let's find a little bit of stillness, a little bit of peace. So we can focus our mind and attention into our session today. We're going to bring some detoxifying and refreshing twists into our bodies today. Anytime if you disagree with a twist, I'd like you to come into an open twist. So simply turn the other way. Today's affirmation is one that you can easily change. I am talented and intelligent. I am talented and intelligent. Positive self-talk is so important for us. Once again, you can change the words you use. Choose the ones that are really meaningful to you. So on your next inhale, really letting the chest lift. On the exhale, allow your eyes to gently open. We'll start with some gentle movements through the shoulders. So reach your arms out in front as you inhale, and gently draw the arms down the side of your body. Now your circle's as big or as small as that feels good for your body today. Maybe bend the elbows and just notice any niggle you may feel in your back. You can tuck your chin in and just have a little roll through the back of the neck. And just one more. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling on the next inhale and relax your right hand down on the side. You can walk the fingertips away, maybe bend the elbow as you take a side bend across. You may choose to stay here and enjoy that opening through the side body. You may come with me by bending the elbow and then inhaling to pull the left shoulder forward as you look behind you. Exhaling to draw your top elbow towards your chest. And we do that again. Inhaling to draw like a rainbow shape with that elbow on the top, and exhaling to look down, draw the elbow in one more time. Really feeling the shoulder blade moving in and towards to the spine. And then your next inhale, take that nice extension of the spine. On the exhale, come back to center. Let your arms relax down on the side and inhale to reach them up. So coming back into the circle, just changing the direction of your circle. So instead of to the front, you're going to circle towards the back. If your arms coming behind your body line, just checking with your lower back, making sure that you do not aggravate any pain that might be there. Maybe a gentle draw of the belly going to help you to protect any pain or protect your lower back, preventing any pain you may experience. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, relax your left hand down and reach the right arm across. Enjoy that lovely side bend. Maybe stay here, or maybe bend the elbow and draw the elbow behind you as you look towards the back. Exhale, crunch in and let yourself look down. Good. Inhale, turn the palm towards the ceiling. Exhale and let yourself bring the elbow towards the rib cage. One more inhale, open, and exhale, release. Relax both arms down by the side, and let's put this block on the side to find our child's pose. This is a nice wide-legged child's pose, so bring the knees as wide as you can. Now, if you've got tender knees, you may find it a bit of cushioning, so maybe a comfortable blanket underneath will be beneficial here. The big toes come together and we let the hips drive back. We take a nice long stretch into the arms, opening through the palms and the fingers, spread them away from you, relax your forehead towards your mat. Take an inhale and slowly start to roll forward. Now as you roll forward, shoulders come above the hands. See if you can lift your feet off the ground, bringing the sole of your feet together and relaxing the hips towards the floor, coming into a back bend. That feels good for you. Maybe lift the eyes. And we're going to flow between these two shapes. So we let the hips push back, big toes together, chest to floor. And then leaning forward, shoulders above the hands, bit further forward, hips to ground as you curl and find an extension in the spine. One more time. Inhale, roll back. Or exhale, roll back. And inhale to open and pull forward. Now drive your hips back just one more time. Enjoy the stretch. As you lift yourself up, kick your legs out so the foot are in line with the knees. Maybe draw the knees in a little bit closer, but keep them fairly wide, wider than hips. Tuck your toes underneath. If you can, lift your knees up and off the ground. Take a breath in, breathe out to bring your right knee in towards the chest or underneath the chest. Tuck your toes under. Now you might want to try to kick the leg out to the side so the pinky side of the leg can rest. When you keep your plank, enjoying, maybe not so much enjoying, but feeling that work in the arms. And then drive that right leg back to the center and through into a lunge position. Relax the left knee into the floor, draw the shoulders away, enjoy the stretch in your hip. Now anchor the left hand down underneath your shoulder. And on your next inhale, just like you did before, with the elbow bent, open that arm towards the ceiling and look up. And then bringing the hands back and down into the floor. You may stay with the arm bent or maybe extend and reach in through the midline and come back and down. So it's a continuous movement, bringing the left ribcage towards the right hip, staying low and pulling the right hip back and come back into the floor. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. And on the exhale, draw the palms together, bring the hands down to your heart. So check your position from nearby the ankle. If you find that you're sitting too deep, you feel uncomfortable, either bring the back knee in or the front foot further back. So the hand's gonna stay underneath the shoulder on the next inhale, and then exhale to take a gentle twist towards your right side, so towards your front leg. You might be able to just hold the twist here. If you want to go further, take an inhale. Exhale, lean forward towards your leg and see if you can hook your left elbow onto the outer right knee. You're going to take an inhale and then exhale to start to pull the hands towards the heart center, stacking the elbows one on top of the other and maybe looking with your eye gaze towards the back. To deepen the twist here, your lunge twist, you can bring the back knee up and off the ground. So this is not an easy twist. Please feel free to stay up if you need to. Otherwise, press through the back here. Take one more inhale. Exhale to relax your back knee down. Untuck your back foot. Release your twist. Come back to the center. Elbows by your ribs. Hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes and lift the back knee. Step your feet together. Big toes together. Separation between the heels. Relax into a forward fold. As you inhale, bring a bend in the knees. Knees together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Reach your arms out in front of you into your chair pose. So look down to see all of your 10 toes. Bring your hands to your heart. One more opportunity to twist. So you're going to take a gentle twist towards the right side. And if you're able to, we hook once again, elbow into the outer right knee. So you're going to let ourselves, let the elbow press into the thigh as we twist. Left ribcage come across towards the right knee. Try to keep the legs even. One more inhale. And then exhale to let it go. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. And with a swan dive, come down into a forward fold. Bend your knees. Step back into a plank. Then lowering the knees down to the ground. Come all the way down into the floor. Let your hands come outside of your mat. Rest the fingertips on the floor. Elbows away from the ground, forehead down. As as you inhale, start to lift your upper body. Draw your shoulders back, shoulder blades to spine. Lift up onto the ball of your, or onto the top of your feet. Engage your legs. If you feel comfortable, maybe look over your right shoulder, bringing the left shoulder slightly more center, and come back into the middle. Draw your upper body down towards the ground, hands on the shoulders, and then push back up into a full point kneeling position. Hope you're feeling well. You probably feel a bit out of breath. If you need to take a child's pose, that's okay. Your knees can go wide once again, big toes meet. Hips push back, arms extend, stretch through those arms. Let's roll again. So we're going to take an inhale to roll forward. Allow the hips to come towards the ground as you bring the feet up and off the ground. Open the hips, drive your hips back, enjoy a little lower back release. So you're going to let your hips down towards the ground as much as you want to. You might be here, you might be really extend, finding a bit more extension and curl in your spine. It's really up to you how much you're going to let yourself go. And then draw the hips back. As you lift up next time, bring the feet out so they're in line with the knees. Maybe bring the knees a little bit further, closer toward each other. And then tuck your toes, lift the knees up and off the ground. If you need to keep the knees down, that's fine. Let the left foot come into center now. Maybe hold it there. Maybe kick the leg out. So your right toes are facing down. The left side, the pinky side of the foot is on the ground. So nice little stretch for us here through the hips. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring the foot in. Step the leg through into lunge. Left leg forward. Right knee into the ground. Feel free to keep that padding underneath that back knee if needed. Now as you anchor down through the right hand here, the left arm is going to reach. And you might keep that bend in the elbow, open in the palm, pulling the shoulder back. Touch down. You're going to repeat this twist 2 more times. Right rib cage towards the left thigh. Maybe open and reach a bit further than your midline. Come back and down. See if you can turn through the back of your neck. And release your hands down. Bring your feet or your back knee. If you want to, the back toes can be tucked under. Or you can rest your foot. Let yourself lift up on the next inhale and bring the palms together at your heart. Great, so we're ready for our lunge twist. Take your time. A gentle twist towards your left side to start with. And if you want to go any further, let yourself tip forward. Maybe physically, manually with your hand, have that right elbow to get onto the outer knee. You can also bring that left foot a bit closer towards the middle. And then as you turn to the side, take an inhale. Exhale to start to drive the hands into your heart. You do that by pressing into the elbow and maybe looking further behind you. Twisting, finding that full twist. Tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee. So with these twists, you are creating a little pressure in the internal organs. And that they're releasing toxins. So that's why it can be so detoxifying to let go of all this tension. One more inhale. Release that back knee. Come back to center first. And then find your way down with the hands. Tuck your back toes, step your feet together. Allow yourself to release down. Maybe a little stretching through the back of the legs first. And then we bend it into the knees. Bring the feet, knees together. Reach your arms out. Sink into the legs. So you feel that work in the legs and bringing the hands in. Really brace for that core. We're twisting from the belly button up. You can take an inhale and exhale to twist. This time towards the left. Right elbow find the outer thigh if you're hooking, or you're just staying up in your twist. That's totally fine. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, can you press the elbow into the thigh and look further behind you? And then let it go completely. Come back to center. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale to circle the hands down. This time, left leg steps back, and then the right into your plank. Lower the knees all the way down to the ground. Hands go wide, elbows rest above the ground, forehead down. Inhale to start to draw the shoulders away from the ground. Peel the chest off the floor, and then maybe bring your eye gaze over your left shoulder. You might start to dip the right shoulder towards the ground. One more inhale. Release back to the center and slowly back into the floor. Hands on the shoulders. Take your time to lift up. Open your knees wider. If you can, cross your legs and come and sit back, walking your hands back. If this is not for you, find your seated position. So one more pose to finish here. We're going to anchor down through the sit bones. Keep the feet hip width apart, shoulders right above the hips to start with. And then we're just going to take a little lean back. So as we lean back, we let the tail tuck under, engage through the core, and we bring the hands with us to start with. The toes might be naturally lifting off the ground, that's totally fine. Let your shoulders relax away, keep the chest up, look towards the front. If you feel comfortable, keep that brace in your core and reach your hands out in front so the palms meet. Lean back only as far as you can hold, where you're not shaking just yet. So finding your last twist. Taking an inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then exhale to come into a twist look behind you. You're gonna lift up a bit through the chest here. Come back to center, bring the hands together, and then opposite side, exhale on the twist, lift up, reach behind you, palms facing out. One more time. Allow yourself to move between the two shapes, a little rounding, bit more engagement through the core here, and then the detoxifying, releasing, crunching, squeeze in your twist. One more time each side. Now hit your last one if you want to, maybe try with the legs up. And it might not be your cup of tea, that's okay, and just stay with the first version. And let's finish here, bringing the feet back into the ground. As we lean forward, just bring the sole of your feet together. Let your hands rest on the ankles or maybe the big toes, maybe a bit closer. Feet can come closer towards the ground, closer towards the groin as you lean forward. Good. Give yourself 2 more inhales here. And 1 more exhale. 1 more inhale, and then slowly start to lift. Allow yourself to bring the knees toward each other and just turn yourself around so you are in your seated position. As you lift up tall, notice how you're feeling. Let your shoulders relax away and bring your mouth into a smile. So can you just let yourself enjoy this very moment? I encourage you to find those 2 words that you'd like to carry today. And whenever you're feeling or doubting yourself, you're having a moment when you think you're not enough, repeat those words to yourself. My suggestions for you are, I am talented and intelligent. You may choose something else. Carry them with you throughout the day. Repeat them, practice them. Keep telling yourself and you will see that your story will turn positive. Take 1 more inhale. Maybe your hands rest in front of the heart. And as you exhale, release any tension you might have held in your body. Slowly, gently open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today, for your energy, for your participation. I will see you tomorrow on day 25. I hope you enjoyed that video. For more Pilates and Yoga videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button and check out all the other content on the channel. I'll see you on the mat.